We're going to do, of course, we talk about, building the wall. I was in Arizona the other day, and, you have like wall, then it just kind of stops. And so you have like the guy from the cartel just kind of hangs out where it stops, and he motions for people, to go over. And so like having just one piece, I mean, you got to finish the job, and there's a lot more you got to do on that. But even in places where there were really serious steel beams and everything, these guys in the cartels, they can cut through the really fortified steel beams. And I'm just thinking to myself, you spend all this money on that, and you just let them cut through with impunity and do it. And so, I think you need adequate rules of engagement so that, if someone was breaking into your house, you would repel them with the use of force, right? But yet if they have drugs, these backpacks, and they're going in and they're cutting through an enforced structure, we're just supposed to let them in? I say use force to repel them. If you do that one time, they will never do it again. So this is, and look, here's the thing with the drugs, I think, is you are seeing, it's the number one cause of death, fentanyl overdose, for people 18 to 49 right now in the United States of America. It shows no signs of abating, and it's going to continue to be a major issue. Now, you got to deal with the supply. It's not the only thing you have to deal with, but you have to deal with the supply. And so we're going to be leaning in against these drug cartels. I think that they are killing a lot of Americans. They are effectively in control of this border to begin with. And part of the reason it's gotten this way is they don't get any pushback. They're able to just do this with impunity. And so we will designate them either a transnational criminal organization, foreign terrorist organization. Chip and I are talking about. Bottom line is we're going to give them a designation so that we can unleash more federal power to be able to kneecap the cartels. And so that's going to happen. It's important. And I think about, you have so many people that are dying in the United States, and yet our ruling class in D.C., they're just shrugging their shoulders at this. There's no sense of urgency to try to stop this. It's just kind of, for them, it's kind of the cost of doing business, I guess. And I just find that to be unacceptable. I find it to be totally deplorable. And the thing about it, and the reason why I'm motivated to really bring this issue to a conclusion, is because I have listened to people in D.C. for years and years and years, going back decades, Republicans and Democrats always chirping about this, and yet never actually bringing the issue to a conclusion, never actually getting the job done. And so what we're saying is no excuses on this. Get the job done, make it happen. We want results. We don't want hollow rhetoric. We don't want empty promises. And so when we go in on day one, we're going to marshal every bit of authority that we have. We'll work with Congress when we need to. We'll take executive action when we can. And it will be a day one priority. And you're going to see a big change very, very quickly. And so I'm looking forward to doing it.